everybody. It is Sunday today. We have just got back from a trip to go to see our relatives in California. My mom had a luncheon. It was a little bit of a delayed Mother's Day luncheon, and she really wanted me to go to be there, and it was really wonderful. I was able to spend some time with her and spend some time with other family members that I really love. So it was nice, and it was a quick trip. So now we're back, and we're all very tired and have to get into the routine. Now I have to prep a bit for tomorrow. So we've been talking about our lower sugar challenge coming up this week, and there's a little bit of I guess a little apprehension and trying not to be anxious about it, but we really, we're not looking at it lightly, that we really are going to have to be reading labels and things like that this week, and be on our guard, because I think one of the things that sometimes you forget when you're doing something different, is the first thing you do is wake up, and maybe you put a couple of maybe sugar cubes or whatever it is into your coffee or something before you go, I forgot I was doing this or that. So if you have to write yourself a note or whatever you have to do to remind yourself that's what you're doing this week, if you're on the challenge, then do it, because you don't want to waste a couple of grams when you could use them when you really want later in the day. Because again, for those of you who do not know, what we're doing is this week we're doing no more than 25 milligrams of added sugar daily for the next 7 days.
Milligrams,
or grams, excuse me, not milligrams.
Yeah, I was about to cry.
Okay, so hubby and I were talking about this, and I think there's a couple of things, we're going to talk a lot through this. I think the next 7 days we're going to have to talk each other through this a bit, but what I'm hearing a lot of is a lot of people feeling like I do, where I just need to get some of this sugar out of my diet. I need to get it down so I can see a little clearer what I'm doing here, and been doing a lot of reading on this, and I've run across this kind of information before, but I think we tend to really, focus on not being able to have sugar. Oh, there's too much sugar. When am I going to have sugar again? If I can only get through this week, then maybe I can have something that has a ton of sugar. And I think we're kind of avoiding the real issue, and the real issue is, why is it that we feel that we even have to have that amount of sugar, right? And why do we keep going back to it? Because sometimes and it can come in the form of white flour and other things, but why is it that we feel at some point like it's okay to cross that line and go ahead and have it to that extent? Because a little bit in moderation is fine, but why is it that we go down that slippery slope? And I think that one thing that we don't realize is that our body really, really needs serotonin, right? And I was looking into, especially as we get older, our body doesn't manufacture serotonin very well, right? And so you get a lot of, as we age, especially women, we get to the point where we're like really looking for that, a sweet fix or a chocolate fix or something that's going to give us that
serotonin lift.
Yes, exactly. And so then we go for it, we fall off the edge, we get that fix, and we go, there's that good feeling again. That's what I was looking for. And then we go for a while again where we get that deficit, and then we start looking for it again, and then that's when we're like, no, well, look what I did. I kind of fell off the plan this week or whatever. When we're really, just looking for that serotonin, not to give us an excuse, but we really are looking for
Nobody wants to feel bad.
No, so we don't go into it looking for, a messing up our plan, but we really do need that serotonin. It's so important for us to sleep better, to feel better, to not be depressed, and our bodies know that. We know that, and so we constantly want that pick-me-up. So I think this week, now serotonin is produced in the body by the tryptophan, which we get primarily from higher protein foods, oily fish, poultry,
Good carbs.
eggs, good carbs. It does need good carbs in order to take it to the brain, in order for the brain to be able to produce it, right? And so we kind of need good carbs with that. So not the refined carbs, that's going to mess it up, because what happens is that if you get too much refined sugar in your body, then it gets muddled, and for some reason
It's like overload.
it's overload. It messes up your serotonin receptors and all this stuff, and so you don't get it the way you're supposed to, right? Then you end up feeling carb cravings, you end up feeling bad, you end up feeling maybe mood swings a little low, and then you end up, with that kind of feeling. So the answer this week is, I think, going to be concentrating on those higher tryptophan foods, those, and I'll show you again. I mean, it's going to be like higher protein, eggs, even cheese is higher on that, and salmon, things like that. And make sure that you have a little good carb with it. Get plenty of sunshine, because sunshine is also going to trip that tryptophan, right, which is going to increase your serotonin, which is going to make you crave less of something that's going to give you a bigger serotonin hit. And do not forget about 70% plus dark chocolate, because I think
It's so good anyway.
it is really good. It has a lot of benefits, but 1 ounce of that is going to be about, yes, it's going to be like, I think it's 7 grams of sugar, right? But it's a good quality serotonin high hit in the day, lift, right? And if you feel that you need that in the next 7 days, have something like that handy, because that's going to help keep you from running to something that's going to give you, you know what I mean, a lot of regret. So, but anyway, get ready for it. Maybe we should try to do a live sometime in the middle of the week, and then we can kind of maybe converse a little bit more. I don't know, tentatively, let's shoot for maybe Wednesday or Thursday, so we'll see. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go for now. Get ready. It starts tomorrow. For some of you, you're on the East Coast. It probably starts today. But in any case, we're with you. You're not alone, and we're going to make it through this. All right, guys. See you later. Love you. Bye.